So y'all, today I'm gonna be making some chicken spaghetti, okay? So when I start is first, I clean my meat, rinse it real good. I put my meat in a boiler. Cause I'm gonna use some of this broth. I'm gonna make some good broth too, y'all, okay? Add me just a, so for my broth, I add me a bouillon cube. I add me a little onion. I add me a little bell pepper. I put a tad bit of chicken seasoning salt in here, okay? Just a tad bit. And y'all, I let this come to a boil and boil this chicken, okay? So while that chicken over there boiling, I'm gonna go and get the cut. You cut up your red bell pepper and a green one. And I normally don't cut up my bell pepper none. Y'all know I normally buy them. Then you gonna take them, when you get them all cut up, you're just gonna slice them up, just like that. Take so much time, that's why I don't like to do it, okay? Then we gonna move to the next step, okay? Yeah, this chicken is done. And that broth is seasoned. Ooh, wait. So now I'm just gonna be removing my chicken, y'all. I'm gonna need a little cup of broth. I give me a good cup of this broth right here, y'all. Y'all see it? And I break them in two. Make sure they broken in two before you add them. That's what I add in this broth, y'all. This broth is gonna be wonderful. How about that? So I had to debone all the meat off the chicken. Then I'm gonna move back over here. Get that fat gone, skin gone. Over here to my chopping board. So while that's over there boiling, I'm just gonna fool with this chicken a little bit. Take it out and chop it up a little more. That's all I'm gonna do. It's still kind of warm though. And y'all, you can use rotisserie chicken. It cuts down the time. So, I use them all. Now I'm doing is going to just chop this up a little bit. So when I mix it in, it'll stir just a little bit better. So. There it is, y'all. So, this is what I do. I add my chicken first. Then I add my little blend, bell pepper, onion, and red bell pepper. Then I add I usually use cream of celery too, but I don't have any, so but it'll work the same with this right here. I use cream of chicken, and I use cream of mushroom soup in this. You don't have to use both of them. You don't. I just do. Whichever one that floats your, what that suits your fancy, what the old people used to say. And I add my noodles. And you start to mixing it. Ooh, y'all I'm ready to eat now. And if you cannot eat cheese, this is where you stop it. This is your meal right here if you cannot have cheese. And y'all remember that broth? I told you I keep a little broth. This is just to make it a little stiff. Let me get the little stiffness out of it. Put it in here. Get all that soup out of there. And you know, you can make your own creamy mushroom soup. I'm going to show y'all one day how to make creamy mushroom soup. I don't want it too wet now. But I do want it to able to I can mix it around a little bit. Oh, y'all. I can't wait to taste this. And I do sometimes saute my bell pepper onion mix. I do sometimes saute that so I don't have to cook it as long in the oven. And you just gonna mix this real good. Make sure you got a good mix. And y'all, another thing, don't overcook your pasta. Now, if you don't like it baked, you can do everything over the stove just like this. But this is what you call chicken spaghetti. I'm going to show it to you before I put it in the pan. This is the part for you people that can't have cheese. You should be already sitting down eating. So, I add cheese in this. I mix the cheese in. And then, y'all, that's it. I'm going to take this and pour it in my pan. My aluminum pan that y'all hate for me to use. I sometimes use Pyrex pans. Ooh, y'all, this is a big bowl. Get all that good out of there. All of that. Okay. Then, y'all, I'm going to come through and put cheese on the top of it. Then we're going to put this in the oven for a minute and let it bake. Okay, I'll show it to you. Now it's ready for baking, okay? Y'all, it is ready, and I'm ready for it, okay? Ooh, ooh. Get me some of this out there. Look at that, y'all. I can set this up, y'all. Hold on. Ooh, y'all. Ooh. Got me some Hawaiian rolls. Ooh. Yeah, this is so good. Yeah, this is so good. If you haven't tried chicken spaghetti, it's an easy meal. Y'all, try this chicken spaghetti. Now, I made the long way today. There's a shorter version to this. It's good. Y'all gotta try it. It's good.